Are you tired of solving f of x problems? Do you want to solve f of x problems in a different way that basically takes just as much work? Well, I present to you synthetic substitution using the remainder theorem. So here's the first example we'll be doing in this video. We need to solve for f of 3 when f of x is this. Now, the normal way to solve an f of x problem is to plug in what's in the parentheses, which is 3, into x and see what you get. And I do also have a video on that you can watch on the card up there. But let's say you were lazy and you were like, I don't want to do all of that. Or, let's say you had like something to the 6th power and you were just like, that's a lot of work. Well, it's a good thing that we have a rule called the remainder theorem. And the remainder theorem basically says that if you use synthetic division on this polynomial right here, then you will get the answer as the remainder. So you would do synthetic division, but with 3 inside the box. And once you do it, you will do all of the work and whatever, and then whatever number you have as your remainder is going to be the same as if you had just plugged in 3 for x. And doing all of this weird stuff, this is called synthetic substitution. So for this video, it would help if you already knew how to do synthetic division. So if you don't already know that, I have a video on it that you can watch on the card on the screen right now. But I'm also going to go over it here so you can understand it from here. So what we need to do is we need to lay out our synthetic division problem. So in the box, because we're not dividing by anything, what we're technically dividing by is x minus 3. But you don't even need to know that. You just need to know that this number here goes in the box. So 3. Then we're going to lay out the beginning numbers of each of these. So x to the 3rd, there's no number in front, which means it's 1. So we're going to put 1. Then we have minus 2, because remember the minus signs stay. Then positive 5, and then negative 7. Then we're going to draw a line underneath, and another line here, and this is going to be where our remainder is. Remember, we don't care what goes here. We're only going to care about our remainder, because that's going to give us our answer, according to the remainder theorem. I know, creatively named. So we're just going to bring down this 1, and we're going to multiply it by what's in the box. So 1 times 3 is 3. Then, to bring down our next number, we have to add these two numbers together. So negative 2 plus 3, that's the same thing as 3 minus 2, which is 1. And then we repeat the process. So we have 1 here, we multiply it by what's in the box. So 1 times 3 is 3. And then we add them together. 5 plus 3 is 8. Then we multiply by what's in the box. 8 times 3 is 24. And then we add them together. 9 is 7 plus 24. That's the same thing as 24 minus 7, which is 17. So in a normal synthetic division problem, you would lay this out like, oh, this is x squared, this is x, this is by itself, whatever. We don't care about any of that, right? Because this is the remainder theorem. And the remainder theorem says that our remainder is our answer. So our final answer is that f of 3 is equal to 17. And there you go. And if you weren't sure if you were right, you could also plug in 3 into x and see if you get 17. All right, here's another example. Go ahead and pause the video, try to solve this one for yourself, and then unpause and see how you did. All right, so normally what we would do is we would take this minus 2, plug it in for x, and see what we get. But instead, we're going to use the remainder theorem and synthetic substitution. So we're going to take this minus 2 and put it in our synthetic division box. And then we're going to lay out the beginning numbers of each of these. So we're going to have minus 2, 5, and then don't be quick to do minus 1, because you might notice that we went from x to the 4th, x to the 3rd, and then we just went straight to x. We missed x to the 2, or x squared. So because we missed something here, we have to put a 0 in its place. Then we go on to x, which is minus x. There's no number in front, so that makes it 1. And there's a minus sign, so it's minus 1. And then finally 3. Then we're going to draw our fancy line underneath and a line here to show where the remainder is going to be. So we're going to do it the same way. We're going to bring down our first number, which is minus 2, and we're going to multiply it by what's in the box. So minus 2 times minus 2, 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 negative signs make a positive, so it's positive. Then we add these together, so 5 plus 4 is 9, and we repeat the process. So 9 times a negative 2, 9 times 2 is 18, and there's one minus sign, so the minus sign carries over. 0 minus 18, this 0 is not doing anything, so it's just minus 18. Then we multiply by what's in the box. 18 times 2 is 36, and of course, if you weren't sure that, you could put it in your calculator. And 2 negatives make a positive, so it's positive. Then we have minus 1 plus 36. That's the same thing as saying 36 minus 1, which is 35. And then one more time, we multiply by what's in the box. So 35 times 2 is 70, and we have 1 minus sign, so the minus sign stays. And then we have 3 minus 70. You could put this in your calculator, you'll get minus 67. So our final remainder is minus 67. And remember that the remainder theorem says that whatever you have as your remainder is the answer. So f of negative 2 is equal to minus 67, and that's our final answer. Now, I know that it can seem like this method is just as complicated or even more complicated than just plugging in the number into x, but it's really useful when you have big exponents, like something to the 6th or the 8th or even bigger. But if you just like the old-fashioned way of solving f of x better, I don't blame you. So if you want to review how to do that, you can watch this video right here. And as always, if you have any questions about this video, go ahead and leave it in the comments, and I'll be sure to answer your question. Thanks for watching.